You'll never see Disney films the same after this. That's a big promise. Okay, so this is a video by One Path Network. Again, One Path Network, our favorite Islamic channel, has my audio. Wow, guys, look at Darko's. I don't know if you can see Darko's is a member, but the color has changed. That means like he's been a member for a while. All right, so guys, if you are not in the live chat, that means you're watching this later. So why are you watching this later? Hit the notification bell so you could join us in the live chat as well, so we could have like I could have a conversation with you. So it's not just one way. You could tell me things, and I could tell you things, right? And Soha is reminding everybody to tag Atheist Republic if you want me to notice your comment. I will notice your comment more if you're a member, okay? But I'll try to pay attention to other people as well. And Soha and AJ is here as well. Oh, AJ is not here today. Anyways, okay, great. Cool. Let's get started with this video. So this is One Path Network. Is a very popular Islamic channel. And this video is about Disney. Let's watch together.
Sat down with
Wait. Go to beginning.
Have you ever sat down with your kids and watched a film made for children and thought,
I don't need kids to watch Disney.
Wait, I thought this was a children's movie.
Hold on.
Have you ever sat down with your kids and watched a film made for children and thought, wait, I thought this was a children's movie? I don't think it comes as a surprise to many of us Muslims that children's films aren't really made for children anymore, or even adults for that matter.
Okay, fine. I'm cool. I'm fine.
Films that depict a princess dancing with a strange man she just met, a princess mermaid sacrificing her voice to be with a strange man she just met, a cursed princess that can only be woken up from her slumber by a strange man she never met, a princess trapped in a castle and falls in love with a strange man she just met, a princess who turns into a frog after kissing a frog she just met. Something about these movies sounds familiar.
I got it.
All right, so again, we're doing the same formula as well. You mentioned something that other people before you have addressed as an issue that needs to be reevaluated as maybe not the best thing to teach the children. And way better people than you have acknowledged that and have commented on that. And you guys just go and notice a problem that other people are identifying and acting like you have been the source of that. And then, so a problem that is out there in the world with society that needs some improvement, even though it does need some improvement, it is way, way superior to whatever you have to offer, which we will show later. But then you act like you are the solution, right? So you have like an Islamic society standards here, and then we have enlightened societies way above Islam that has some flaws. They have some flaws, even though it's way superior to Islam. And they go, and these people, they have like experts and commentators, and they go like, oh, this thing over here, we could do better, right? And then these people with much inferior values, like Islamic values, are like, they go and listen to these experts and these commentators, like, oh, they're criticizing their system. And we were like, oh, look, and then they take it and then they take those criticism and then they rebrand it as if their Islamic ideology has came up with those, has recognized those problems. And they're like, how about, you see these problems that you're having? How about Islam? I'm like, no. You guys should shut the hell up. You guys are way down there, okay? You cannot pretend that you detected some problems here and that you are the solution. You are not the solution. All right, let's see if that's where it's going.
I got the concept.
Although some have praised Disney and other animation studios for being progressive by making female characters independent, there still exists the issue of female depiction. Take, for example, Frozen, one of the most recent and most successful movies Disney has ever...
Please do not play Let It Go. I cannot have that song stuck in my head. Please do not play it. Wait, what happened? Oh, there we go.
Ever made. Elsa, the free and independent princess, caught attention and praise because her journey of empowerment wasn't reliant upon a man or any love interest. At the beginning of the
Right. So Disney recognized that. Wait a second. This is like not Disney didn't recognize. People criticized Disney and brought brought the attention to the fact that there's a repeat formula here. Girls seem to be getting this message that your problems will be solved when you find the right man. Okay, that seemed to be the message. That seemed to be the theme with Disney, and Disney were like, "Well, let's change that." And Frozen did a very good job at not only changing that, but criticizing that. Frozen was made fun of its own model, right? Its own repeat theme. Like there was part of this story where she told her sister, right, that wait, you just with this man and now you want to make a life with him, like you just met him, right? But that line in this cartoon was not just criticizing the sister, but it was a criticism of Disney itself. Disney was criticizing itself and was showing like, yeah, we get it. We should show girls that men are not the solution to everything. Okay. In fact, it's not just Frozen that Disney is like improving on that. It was Brave as well, right? Brave also, was it Brave? Was it called Brave? I forgot the movies. I watched Brave. That was good. Yeah, that was like so Frozen was sister love that saved everything, rather than a woman and a man that you just met. Yeah. And Brave was another new attempt by Disney to show like there are other forms of love that could be cherished, and that was a daughter-mother love story, right? So good job, Disney, at improving. So what's the problem now? There was a you're identifying a problem that Disney's already addressing. So what's your problem?
The movie, her dress and demeanor was relatively conservative. However,
So you're like, that's not good enough. So at first he addressed a problem, and they were like, okay, they're getting better. So what's the problem? He's like, no, there's still a problem here, because look, she's covered up here. She has like everything is covered.
However, when she embarks on her journey, she empowers herself by singing a song and removing her conservative clothing to a more revealing attire.
Not good. Okay, so here's the problem he has with it is still not good, because when she was liberated, she changed her clothes to something less conservative. What is the less? But look at the less conservative clothing.
The issue.
Wait, where is it? Show us. What do you consider? You don't. Okay. What happens? Like, is she showing? How much skin is she showing?
The issue at hand.
Come on. She don't show. Okay, come on. You said she takes off her clothes and she becomes less conservative. What the hell? This is when she changed her outfit. This is what you get. This is like, oh no, guys, look at this. This is your problem? She's still, it's almost the same. Oh, shoulder. It's the shoulders, guys. It's the shoulders. Yeah, it's the shoulders. That's the problem you're having with this now? What? Okay, so let's be pretty isolate the problem here, okay? Because everything you said from the beginning to here, you yourself admitted that Disney is fixing. So the only thing left now is the fact that it went from, oh, there we go, you have it here. We went from, hold on, where's the clothing that you had before?
Thing about these movies.
Yeah, okay. I can't find it. We would.
female depiction. Take, for example, Frozen, one of the most recent and most Elsa, the free
Yeah.
and independent
We went to this eventually, which is pretty covered already. Shoulders are showing.
princess caught attention and praise because her journey of empowerment wasn't reliant upon a man or any love interest.
Yeah, so that's not a problem. Here, this is it. Almost the same amount of coverage of skin. The only difference was the shoulders.
At the beginning of the movie, her dress and demeanor was relatively conservative. However, when she embarks on her journey, she empowers herself by singing a song and removing her conservative clothing to a more revealing attire.
More revealing attire. Nothing changed other than the shoulders. So the problem that you have with girls like shouldn't show their shoulders. That's what you have a problem with.
The issue at hand is that the filmmakers see it fit to associate empowerment to a beautified and sexualized character.
Sexualized character because the shoulders are showing. This from the people that believe in a religion where teaches girls that they're ready to be, I can't say on YouTube, by age 9. This again, I say this again. This from a religion that teaches children, little girls, that they're ready to be something by men, adult men, by age 9. And they think that little girls watching this shoulders is like telling them that is sexualizing children. Holy crap, man. The level of self-awareness here is like...
At hand is that the filmmakers see it
Yeah, Fatima saying, oh my god, he's triggering me hardcore. I'm a huge fan of Disney.
fit to associate empowerment to a beautified and sexualized character. Now look, Disney is free to make whatever movies they see fit. I'm pretty sure that they think that they're doing a good thing by empowering females. That's fine. If this is how Disney makes their money, then so be it.
No substitutions, exchanges, or refunds.
It also comes as no surprise considering the liberal ideals that Disney produces content to cater towards. However, as a Muslim, I feel like we should understand the harmful impacts of such stories and instead teach our children what is and isn't accepted in Islam.
Okay, so that's Disney is not teaching you good morals because of shoulders, but Islam, this guy wants to like, no, we need to teach children what is accepted and not accepted in Islam. So you guys know where this is going, right? We look at Islam and let's see what Islam will teach little girls growing up. What does Islam is? If Disney is not safe, if Disney is not good teaching for children because of bare shoulders, let's compare it to Islam, okay? But we'll do that soon.
Accepted in Islam. For instance, as society becomes increasingly liberated in their sexual values, we can see an increase in suggestive content relative to only a decade ago.
Yeah, suggested content according to you is also shoulders.
Films in the past would have at most 1 or 2 suggestive scenes. Films today are raising the bar with the amounts of suggestive innuendo that is allowed for a PG-rated film. Right now, we are seeing more and more depictions of un-Islamic relationships.
Movie violence and suitable sex. Okay, yeah. So this is again. These are things that we could address, and there are probably problems here that could be fixed. But again, your solutions are not even close to addressing any problems here. I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know. I'm pretty sure if we look into the details of what's when it comes especially violence and what children are exposed to, and we talk to experts, I'm pretty sure we're going to find a lot of things that could be improved. Right? I'm pretty sure. But again, this is an Islamic channel, but the Islamic teaching is not an authority. It's not a source that I would want to go to figure out what children should be and shouldn't be exposed to.
Relationships in children's movies. However, it is also not a surprise to see that this has led to the advocacy of extreme sexual practices, even by societal standards.
Extreme social practices. Have you seen the stats on what people consume? With their I can't say this on P-Hub in Islamic countries compared to non-Islamic countries. I'm pretty sure if you did actually your research, you would see that being in an Islamic community and being exposed to Islamic teachings not only has not solved any of that, it actually has made that worse. If you don't know that, you're either lying to us, or you're hiding information, or you are an idiot who doesn't do his research before coming up with a video. Okay, so yeah, if you think these liberal values are making people want more extreme, I don't know, what do you call extreme what?
By societal standards, sexual practices,
more extreme social practices, then what does that say about your Islamic values? Because people living under the influence of Islamic values seem to want way more extreme sexual practices, even by the standards of liberal societies. So yeah, you're a hypocrite.
By societal standards, such as incestuous relationships, as seen.
Oh, you guys, wait a minute. Do you guys? God damn it! I wish I could show you this before without getting flagged by YouTube. Okay, go look at the search, what people search for on P-Hub. There's a lot of studies on this. Okay, in Pakistan or in Egypt or in Saudi Arabia, compared to countries like Canada, United States. Okay, there are people that are into weird things everywhere. Okay, and as long as they're not harming anybody, all of that is okay. But a lot of these things that they're into, they're actually harmful. All right. So, anyways, but come on, like they're like, oh, liberal societies, people want weird sexual. Come on, non-liberal societies are way worse, moron. Jesus, like, come on, like this is readily available to everybody.
Television shows and films, which often and eventually will seep down.
Hey, Game of Thrones, the incest in Game of Thrones, everybody uses this as an example for why incest is wrong, not why it's okay. Jeffrey Baratheon is like the favorite example of everybody to why, like every time you say, hold on, I forgot the name. Yeah, Jeffrey Baratheon is the favorite example people give these days for why incest is wrong, why it could be harmful. So this is like, yeah, not a good example.
Films. Parents are guardians of their homes, controlling what comes in and out. So why do they not apply the same filtration and censorship to their screens where the most harm can be dealt? Parents should take the initiative to teach their children about what runs in opposition to Islamic beliefs and harms their iman.
Guys, if anybody knows exactly what Islam teaches, they will make their kids stay away from Islam at all costs possible. With any needs necessary. Like the Prophet, stay away from Islam. But come on, like this guy is actually offering Islam as an alternative to the harmful teachings of Disney. What do you think will happen once I start comparing? Like when I show you some of it again, every time I have to go just pick a few, and there's so much to pick from. And I just randomly have to go pick a few to show you guys, to compare it to like the teachings of Disney. And look, showing Pinocchio. Pinocchio is actually teaches you a lot of good values to children. Like, great job, like putting this in the background on a cartoon that reminded us exactly some of the best teachings of Disney.
Muslims should teach their children the importance of being mindful to what they watch.
Yeah, look at this. You're showing us exactly one of the best examples of what the best Disney can be in the background.
To lower their gaze. Parents should be playing a proactive role in what their children watch. They need to research and review the content before allowing it to be watched in their homes.
Yes, and do that to Islam. Okay, yes, guys. Everything you just said, parents that are teaching their kids Islam as a guide to life, you're being irresponsible. You need to do this.
Role in what
you need to take an active role and do that. Read the hadiths, read the actual tafsir of the Quran, and be like, is this right for my children?
Watch. They need to research and review the content before allowing it to be watched in their homes.
Yes, do that with Islam as well.
However, these are just short-term goals that can only do enough to counter harmful viewing. Rather, as Muslims, it is essential that we don't just point out what is and isn't haram, because children can...
Haram means sinful in Islam, in case you don't know. Okay, hold
on. Because children can easily access anything at any time. It is incumbent on us as Muslims to create an alternative halal solution.
Halal means like acceptable, not sinful in Islam. So it's like we have to teach kids And we should teach them kids how to figure out what is sinful and what's not.
Be at the forefront of creativity in the media. We should be diligent in creating an Islamic atmosphere in our homes, an atmosphere that nurtures Islamic principles and values in the hearts of our children, an atmosphere that promotes our children not through individualism, but through Islam. May Allah protect our children from all harm and guide them to the right path. Amin.
If you really enjoyed this
Yeah.
video, please support us by clicking on the links below.
Yeah, guys, if you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe and support us on Patreon. Actually, before I show you some of the Islamic teachings, because I'm going to show you some hadiths, and hadith is Islamic scripture, second only to the Quran itself. But before I show you some of this scripture to see what the alternative to Disney is, let me show you like what we're going to do with. Okay, so guys, the Islamic hadith is just, there's so many ridiculous stuff. There's so many beautiful in a sense that like you could laugh, but not in a sense like, actually it's horrible. It's vile and disgusting, but funny. Okay, really funny stuff there. Really funny hadith stuff. But like, this is what we're gonna do to it, right? So once we hit 200 patrons, we already made this one. We made this like a while ago, like a long time ago. Okay. And we keep reposting it because we couldn't make more, because we don't have the budget to make art like this. Okay, but we made a comic strip. We made one for the Bible, we made one for the Quran, and we also made one for the Hadiths. And this is one comic strip of Islamic Hadiths, and we want to introduce this Islamic Hadith to everybody using comic strips like this. I think it will get a lot more attention if we do that, right? So if once we get to 200 patrons, we're going to keep making comic strips like this, one page every month, and then maybe we'll speed it up once we get more funding, right? But again, so link to our Patreon is in the description. Help us get to 200 patrons so that we could make comic strips. And we will make these comic strips free, available to everybody, so more people can see how ridiculous Islam is, okay? So a link to our Patreon is in the description. Check it out. Anyways, let's look at the first hadith. Again, these are the hadiths that we're going to turn into comic strips. And the first hadith that we're going to turn into a comic strip. I picked this one for the first before, because I thought like this, I didn't find any, I thought this was the most ridiculous hadith of all time, right? But the second one that we're going to make once we get to 200 Patreon is going to be the monkey stoning one. Do you guys know the monkey stoning one? The one that, okay, do you want me to do a video on the monkey stoning another monkey, another monkey for adultery? That's Islamic scripture, okay? And that is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, and it just needs to be turned into a comic strip, okay? So maybe I'll just do an entire video on that one, so I could motivate people to get us to 200 patrons, so we could do more of that, right? Anyways, let's look at so we saw this guy telling us that Disney bad, Disney is haram. You have to give your children Islam because Islam good, Disney bad. Well, let's look at a few. Again, guys, every time I just want to find some examples to show how big of a hypocrite these people are. I just have to just go in and just be like, like I could do this blindfolded because there's just so many. Okay. There's so much material that we could do this, right? You guys are saying yes, please. Yep. Okay, I'll do a live stream on the monkey stoning one. And again, that's Sahih Hadith as well. Okay, so again, remember, just if you want to criticize Islam, the best three places to just stick to is the Quran, Sahih Bukhari, and Sahih Muslim. Other places they're fun to reach out to sometimes and look at what they have to say. I have one today as well, but these three are the main, especially for Sunni Islam. These are the main three places that you could consider definitely part of Islamic scripture, Islamic canon. Okay. So we have Sahih Bukhari here. I have the references on the page showing. So if anybody wants to check if Armin is like lying or not, it's right here. Okay, you can go check yourself. Okay. What are we looking at? I saw. Okay, so this is like Abu said, and ask him about. Oh, do you guys know what this is? It's basically pulling out before. Yeah. Can I say this on YouTube? It's called, okay, how do you say coitus interruptus? Coitus interruptus. You guys know what coitus interruptus is? It's basically your pull-out game. right? In the WAP song, you heard that. So basically, that means pulling out before your semen enters the lady that you're having sex with. Okay, it's called coitus interruptus. Okay, so this one guy asked another guy, Muslim guy, about coitus interruptus, and he said he remembered the story of when we went to Allah's apostle. So when they say Allah's apostle, they're talking about Muhammad. Okay, so we went with Allah's apostle in this place, and we captured some of the Arabs as captives. Right, so they're talking about sex slaves. Right, well, I mean slaves, right? They captured them. They're about to become. They're not sex slaves yet, but they're about to upgrade from being slaves to being sex slaves. Okay, and we captured some Arabs as captives, and so we had these Arabs as captives, and the long separation from our wives was pressing us hard. Oh no, oh no. Like, oh my God, our wives are so far away and we have some captives. So what do we do? What do we do? Guys, this is Islamic hadith. Like, guys, how does this religion survive the modern world? I don't understand. Why do we even have to do this? I mean, this is out there for everyone to see. How is this religion still living? How is it possible? Like, this is for everybody to see. I really don't get it. All right, so it says, the long separation from our wives was pressing us hard. Oh no! And we wanted to practice coitus interruptus with the Arabs, with the captives. Okay, we asked Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi whether it was permissible. Okay, what do you think they were asking if it was permissible? Do you think they were asking if it was permissible for them to have sex with the captives that they just had? No. That was not the issue. That was not the question. The question was whether they are allowed to do coitus interruptus. That's the issue here, okay? That's the issue. Not whether, like, hey, these are our captives. Are we allowed to screw them? No, that's obvious. That's part of the Quran, okay? So Muhammad said, it is better for you not to do so. No soul that which Allah has destined to exist up to the day of resurrection. No soul that which Allah has destined to exist up to the day of resurrection, but will definitely come into existence, right? So it's like, if you're having sex with your sex slaves, don't pull out, because you don't get to decide whether there will be babies or no babies. God will decide. If there's meant to be, it's meant to be. Okay, guys, again, this is Sahih Bukhari. This is second only to the Quran and part of Islamic canon, and the most authoritative source of Islamic hadith, along with Sahih Muslim. It's undeniable that this is part of Islam. And this guy is like, oh yeah, they're showing their shoulders. Oh no, do not teach kids that. Their shoulders are bare, and this is not good teaching for your children. Show them the Islamic way. The Islamic way. Why is what we're doing necessary? We should be not necessary. These hadiths should be speaking for themselves. Why do we have to do what we're doing? I don't understand. I seriously don't get it. Terrell is saying the separation from our wives line is literally the Japanese argument for slavery during World War II. I guess apologists will say this in somehow different. I guess apologists will say this is somehow different. Thank you so much for the 50. I keep forgetting the currency. The Danish currency. Marco is saying, how can anyone listen to these freaking barbarians in the 21st century? Okay, and hashtag not all. Let's be careful with the barbarians claims. We don't want to generalized, but yes, I agree with the specifically the people that agree with this. Okay, because most Muslims would not agree with this. Okay, most Muslims are better. Most Muslims are better than Islam. AJ is saying 24/7 apologetics live is infinite. Is infinity apologetics? I don't know what that means, but okay. Oh yeah, Marco is clarifying barbarians from the past. Very much accurate. Then it's completely accurate. I have my stamp of approval on what Marco said. All right, let's go to this one. This is the Quran. You know how a lot of, by the way, I've noticed there's a recent movement in Islamic content creators online that there was this Quranists that were coming in, and they were like, everybody was like, no, come get the hell out of here. You can't be a Quranist, right? The Quranists were the people that were realizing that the hadith, guys, the hadith, like, this is not good. This is not, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. People, it's embarrassing for us to defend the hadith, right? So there was a fringe group of people that are like, I'm Quranist. I'm just going to focus on the Quran and ignore the hadith, right? And people were like, that's ridiculous. Islam is unrecognizable without the hadith. So now there is a more the Quranist people that were focusing only on the Quran. They are a very tiny fringe movement. But now I'm noticing there is a bigger movement that is not saying that we should ignore the hadith. They're trying to say, like, let's not exaggerate on how much we could rely on the hadith, right? So that's a more subtle way of like keeping the hadith, but also throwing away the hadith at the same time. I'm noticing there's a whole bunch of Islamic content creators online that are trying to like, yeah, we're not anti-hadith, but there are these Salafis and these other Muslims, it's the Quran that we're mainly going to be defending. Like, the hadith is great, and we love the hadith, but that shows that these people are also trying to like just focus on the Quran and be like, the hadith, like we don't know 100% sure if it's true or not. So that's I don't know how successful that's going to be. I think it's going to be more successful than the Quranist, right? But they are gaining popularity. That argument is gaining some popularity, but it's so far away from mainstream Islam that is offending a whole bunch of Muslims as well, right? Even that is offending Muslims. But we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about that, okay? Because the Quran itself is horrific, all right? These people are like, oh my God, the hadith, the hadith. Let's focus on the Quran. Sure. Let's focus on the Quran. Okay. This is just one Quran verse. I could have picked many. I could have picked the Quran verse that tells you that you could have. I'm not going to say it because YouTube is going to think I'm saying it. You could do certain things with children. You don't have to rely on the hadith to get that. The Quran itself has that. I could show you some of the verses that shows that you could have sex slaves according to Quran, right? But I have done that a lot before, so I'm going to do this one today. The Quran, Surah Baqarah, Ayah 223, which says, because we're focusing on what girls learn according to Islam, we're doing this one, which just says, your women are tilth for you to cultivate, so go to your tilth as you will, and send good deeds before you for your souls, and fear Allah, and know that ye will one day meet him. Give glad tidings to believers of Muhammad. Okay, so this is like less of discussing than the ones that in the Quranic verses that you says you could do wife beating, that you could capture women even if they have husbands in war and have sex with them. That teaches you the Quranic verse. Again, this not even just that, it's a Quranic verse that teaches you that some of your wives haven't even reached puberty. So the Quran separates where the wives that you have that have reached puberty relative and separate from the wives that haven't reached puberty. So the Quran makes it clear that you could have wives that haven't reached puberty. So that's there. this is a bit milder, but I did want to bring attention because I want to show that double standard that these people have. Because if women were referred to as telf, that you could just do it as you will, and there are other Quranic verses that says this as well. If they were compared to an object, or if they were compared to things that you own, these people would highlight that and they would be calling it out. So I'm just wanting to call this out right now. A Quranic verse that compares woman to a property that you own, that you to cultivate. Exactly, Darko, right? No, guys, I do not promote violence. No, I think this is a joke, but I'm going to say, yeah, I do not promote violence, guys. Yeah, do not. I will not. Yeah, this is a joke, right? I feel like punching that idiot saying that. Anyway, I'm not even reading it. Okay, his filthy religion causes so many deaths. Does Disney? Yeah, okay, but guys, I do not encourage violence towards anybody. If you say you feel like punching somebody, go reevaluate the way you deal with this stuff. Okay. Okay, look at this. Sahih Bukhari. Okay, we're going to Bukhari again. This is Hadith. Okay. Narrated by Abu Huraira, the father of kittens, the father of cats. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi said, I have to clean my screen now. If a man invites his wife to sleep with him and she refuses to come to him, then the angels send their curses on her till morning. What wonderful lessons to teach girls about how to become proper wives when they grow up. Is this not promotion of the R word? Like, this is like not just, ignoring consent. This is like, you cannot not consent. Like, you have to accept. Yeah, no is not an option. This is basically saying no is not an option. Yeah, exactly. Devon is saying, what the fuck is this? Hey, wait, Harry Sultan is here. Is he? Don't mess. Oh, yeah, it is. Deborah is here as well. Yeah, Deborah is always here. Yay! Punch a wall instead. Yes, exactly. Harry Sultan. Guys, every single person here, if you're subscribed to me and you're not subscribed to Harry Sultan, then you're missing. That's half of your deen. Okay, you only fulfilled half of your deen if you're not subscribed to Harry Sultan. And Harry Sultan just finished his stream. That sounds dirty, but okay. Yeah, guys, go check out his stream. AJ saying your editor needs to start using laugh or applause tracks. No, that's cringy. I'm not gonna do that. But guys, I'm gonna read this hadith one more time for the people at the back. If you didn't hear me reading this the first time, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi said, if a man invites his wife to sleep with him and she refuses to come to him, the angels send their curses on her till morning. And if that wasn't enough, if Sahih Bukhari, maybe Bukhari made a mistake, well, there's another authentic source of hadith saying pretty much the same thing, Sahih Muslim. So the two main books of Islamic hadith, the two pillars of Sunnah, Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, basically say the same thing. So multiple chain of narration and all that crap, it all is verified. Okay, and it says, oh, look, it's Abu Huraira. So it confirms even the chain of narration. Okay, Abu Huraira, Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's apostle sallallahu alayhi said, when a woman spends the night away from the bed of her husband, the angels curse her until morning. Very similar to this other hadith that we just looked at. Right? Right. Deborah is saying, I literally had those curses. For people who don't know, Deborah is an ex-Christian and an ex-Muslim at the same time, which is amazing. Not many people have accomplished that. But she was like an extreme Christian and an extreme Muslim when she was Christian and Muslim. Exodus is saying the angels don't even exist. You don't say. Oh, wait. Harris Sultan sent us a super chat. Keep it up, Armin. Is this 32? Yes, actually. Yes, it is. It could be. Keep it up. Yep, that could be too. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really, oh my God. It's such an honor every time if one of my heroes shows up in the live chat. Idris is saying, thanks, Armin, for leading me to the right path. Path, you mean? I'm no longer missing half my deen. Oh, great. So, see, Idris is not missing half of his deen because he or she is subscribed to Harris Sultan. Okay. Metalhead is saying, I'm sorry about the violent comment. I'm just so angry. I can't control my anger because Islam ruined my life. Oh, it's still ruining it. I feel like disappearing from this world. Oh no, Metalhead, I'm so sorry. Do you wanna hang out later? Maybe we could talk. I'm sorry, Metalhead. Oh, that's so sad. Guys, give some words of encouragement for Metalhead to feel better. Oh, I'm so sorry, Metalhead. I understand. I'm sorry if I was too harsh on you. I know you probably didn't mean it, Metalhead. You didn't mean it. You were just being angry. And it's understandable. I know. I've been there. I hope it gets better for you. I'm so sorry. Oh. Guys, say something nice to Metalhead. I feel sad now. Yeah. Luke is saying, always wonder why the angels cared that much about the people are doing in the bedroom. Well, because the angels feel so sad about horny men not getting their dicks wet. Okay, it's very depressing. Okay, imagine if you're horny and there's like nobody to screw. That's like torture. And the angels, they cry for men that don't get their dicks wet. Stream is interruptus. Yeah, exactly. That's good. All right, hold on. I wanted to see if anybody's saying he's a metalhead. He can handle it. Yes, listen to metal. Oh, Harris, look, you get a recognition from the great Sultan himself saying, love you, metalhead. See? People are giving you encouragement. Yeah, Dirk is saying, don't let them win. There's many other comments here. Come on, metalhead, feel better, okay? I hope things get better for you, okay? Thank you, bro. You weren't harsh in any way, and I forgot to say I live in an Islamic country. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. Thank you for forgiving me for my harsh tone. Luke is saying, don't worry, I'll get better. Well, I don't know if don't promise things, Luke. You don't know. I'm just coming out of religion too, but you're in the right place to solve it. Yeah, but he's living in an Islamic country. I don't know. Okay? Anyways, let's go to the next one. What is this? Oh, we did this already. There we go. What is this one? I don't even remember which ones I picked. Okay, so this is okay, so this is not Sahih Muslim or Sahih Bukhari, and it doesn't even say Sahih. So we could like excuse Islam for this because we don't know if this is like as authentic as the Bukhari or Muslim, but it was interesting. It is Islamic hadith. I just wanted to highlight it, but we'll be less judgmental. We'll be less judgmental on this hadith because it's not Bukhari or Muslim, and it doesn't even say Sahih. I don't know if it's Sahih. Okay. So even if we'll just look at it and we might think like, okay, this is bad, but we don't know if this is part of Islamic canon or not. Okay. So let's see what it says. It's just ridiculous. So I just wanted to show it to you guys, right? It says there's no prescribed punishment for one who has sexual intercourse with an animal. Abu Dawood said, what's Atta? Atta is also so. I think he should be flogged, but the number should not reach the one of the prescribed punishment. And this guy said he's like a fornicator. Abu Dawood said the tradition of Asim proves the tradition of this guy is weak. Okay, so they're arguing that should we punish this guy? He had sex with an animal, and he's like saying, no, we don't have any prescribed punishments for people who have sex with animals. And it's like, well, we do have a tradition, but he's saying that tradition is weak, so I guess no. Okay? Again, this is still Islamic hadith, but we don't know how legitimate and authoritative this is. And I actually don't know if I interpreted it right. So take it with a grain of salt. But let's go to something that is authentic again. Sahih Muslim. Sahih Muslim again, which we know this is authentic. Authentic not because we think it's authentic. We have no idea. None of this has been proven to be coming from Muhammad. Okay, when I say authentic, I'm saying authentic in the eyes according to mainstream Islam. So if all of this is still bullcrap, it's part of Islamic canon. It's officially Islam. That's what I mean by authentic. They recognize it as authentic. So it's officially Islam. Authentic means officially Islam, not that it actually happened. Okay. So ARN is pointing out that this is still part of the 6 highest Islam hadith collections, part of the 6 books, but it's not part of the top 2, right? It is part of the top 6, but it's not part of the top 2. A lot of people just trust whatever is in the top 6 Islamic hadith books, but again, the top 6, a lot of them are not considered sahih. So that's why it's safer to just, because it's in the top 6 hadith books, you could still look at it and criticize Islam for it. To be fair, so good point to ARN, but you would be safer if you just focus with Bukhari or Muslim, right? Hold on, what are you guys saying? But good point, Aaron. Thank you for bringing that up. Aaron saying all the hadiths are the least. Yes, 230 years after Muhammad's died, none of it can be proven. Yep, that's what I said. None of the hadiths can be traced back to Muhammad. We could do a video on that as well. Like, if you guys are interested in doing some analysis on that, that would be interesting as well. Okay, so let's do this. Sahih Muslim. This is the last hadith that I have for you guys. All right, let's see. Okay, so this is happening during a battle. Abu Sa'id Khudra here. Oh my God. It's so hard to read the Arabic part because half of it is just a chain of narration. Reported this dude. I'm just going to say this dude. Allah are pleased with him. Wait. Reported that at the battle of Hanain, where is this? I want to see the Arabic. Here. Hanain. The battle of Hanain. Allah's messenger sallallahu alayhi sent an army to somewhere and encountered the enemy and fought with them, whatever, we don't care. Having overcome them and taken them captives, the companions of Allah's messenger, may peace be upon, seemed to refrain from having intercourse with the captive woman because of their husbands being polytheists. Oh, okay. So what was happening, this hadith is what's happening is that they captured some slaves during a war, and some of the companions of Muhammad, they were like, yeah, these women that we captured, they have husbands, so maybe we shouldn't screw with them, right? Because they're married. But then, when they were like, so that Allah's messenger were basically had higher standards. No, Muhammad's companions had higher standards than Allah himself. So they were like, yeah, we have slaves now, but these slaves have husbands. We probably shouldn't screw them. But then a verse came down from Allah himself, like, no, no, oh my God. Like, see, when I tell you Muslims are better than Islam, this was true apparently even at the time of Muhammad. So God like you do not, you go there and you screw those slaves. I don't care if they're married or not. That's what a verse came from Allah himself because this was so important to Allah. Oh my God. Sent down regard. So this is actually referring to a Quranic verse that I highlighted here on Atheist Republic before, telling you that the Quran telling you that you shouldn't have sex with women that are married unless you capture them in war. So I think this is referring to that verse. But this hadith is providing context to when that verse came down. So this hadith is telling you that that Quranic verse came down when some companions of Muhammad were like, their standards were not that high because they were capturing women as slaves, but it was at least high enough to be like, maybe this is going too far. These women are married. And Allah was like, no, God damn it, you go and screw these slaves. This is you do not dare defy me. Like, no, what are you like? These are not Muslims. You guys are, yeah, because again, these are the enemies of Allah. You have to spread. You guys have to show your dominance over the enemies of Allah. These are not married Muslim women. These are, where is this? Polytheists. Okay? Their marriages don't count. Their marriage, like, they're married? Were they married in the eyes of Allah? No. No, you go take those sex slaves and you do what you're supposed to do to them. A verse came down for Allah himself to clarify this. Again, guys, this is Sahih Muslim. This is Sahih Muslim. This is Islamic Hadith. This is Sahih. Sahih means like authentic, like legitimate, like part of Islamic scripture, like Sunni Islam, accepted part of scripture. See what I say? Muslims are better than Islam? Even the original, the OG Muslims, even the companions of Muhammad are the first Muslims. These are the first Muslims. Even the OG Muslims were better than Allah. A little bit, a tiny bit, not so much. We got another super chat from Terrell. Terrell saying, for future Goddess Project image, Muhammad should be facing a character wearing a strap-on so that peace be upon can mean penetration be upon him. Okay. Yeah, sure. I do want to make sure that the art that we produce is not could be seen as a celebration of these people rather than making it come across to most people as derogatory or insulting for the sake of being insulting. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted the art, but it's funny though, Terrell. I know I appreciate the comment. I just want to make sure that when we make art of Hindu goddesses or Aisha or Fatima, Aisha as an adult, again, reminder as an adult. Anybody looking at that art could, if they weren't so butthurt over everything, could appreciate it as a beautiful piece of art that could be a celebration of those people as well. You know what I mean? Like, at least our version of it, because we don't celebrate Muhammad, but our Muhammad is a fan fiction version of Muhammad who's very sex positive and also cares about consent a lot. Okay, a lot. Okay, like that's the only criteria he has. Okay, so we're making a new Muhammad, fan fiction based. Okay, so yeah, all right. So I'm gonna end this here. Let me see if I could answer a few more of your questions. Guys, make sure you tag Atheist Republic if you want me to read anything. Why? Defender done. Why are you repeating the same post like 5 or 6 times? Is this on purpose? Because I will have to restrict you if you do so. Okay? If you spam, I don't care if you're on my side or you're against me. If you post the same comment multiple times, like 5 or 6 times, I would have to remove you. Okay? Yes. Katie's saying no, stop spamming for F's sakes. Fatima saying no spam. Thank you guys for keeping the comment section clean. He's gone? No, guys, do not ban them. We could give them a chance. We should give them a chance. Okay, do not maybe they didn't know the rules, but it's okay. Marco, did you completely remove that guy from the channel? Timed out. Okay, good. Thank you, Marco. Time out there. Perfect decision by Marco. Good. Okay. All right. I want to make sure we keep this under 1 hour. Oh, here's a question. Why Muslims blur image of Prophet? They don't blur the entire image. They just blur his face because he's too high to be shown, right? And it depends on the school of thought. Like the most extreme school of thoughts, you're not supposed to depict anyone's image. But most Muslims are not like that right now. But again, highly religious figure, I think they consider it an insult for you to depict their face or in any way. They're too high to be depicted in that way for their face to show, so that's why they cover their face. Oh, they replace it with light. Shias do that not with just Muhammad, but they do it with Ali, Hassan, Hussein, all the 12 Imam, and everybody like that as well. Yes, thank you, Marco, for keeping the comment section clean. Katie is saying, Elsa, let Islam go. No, do not get that. No, I'm not going to read that. It's going to get stuck in my head. That song is going to get my... No, I'm not going to finish that. AR is saying, wow, Armin, totally wrong. They hide his face to prevent people from praying to them. There's different... Well, wow, totally wrong. There's many different reasons, okay? Totally wrong? No, you're totally wrong. I grew up with that explanation in an Islamic country. You think your explanation is the only explanation? Totally wrong. I said that it depends on the school of thought that you belong to, okay? So, and depends on the teachings, right? You're saying totally wrong. No, for 12 years, I heard that as an explanation from our Islamic teachers. Chill, Aaron. Totally wrong. Yeah, but that's also another reason. Because, it's not just Muhammad, but just like recreating images of humans and animals. Some people even consider that shirk. Like even drawing a face by some Muslims is like putting yourself in the position of a creator, and you shouldn't be in creator like creating like anything that resembles life. I think again depends on who you speak to. Yep. That is a source. That is a source. AR is saying Iran is a bloody Majusi country. They don't know Shia. Okay. Yeah, it really depends. Anyways, I think here. Show these hadiths about Muhammad and his lies. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Probably getting shadow banned in India. No, do not do that to us. Many reasons is more than one reason. Okay, any other questions? It's hard for me to keep track of. Oh, here, Amoeba from Twitch. Let's do a Twitch one. So last one will be this Twitch one because I want to promote our Twitch account. So guys, link to our Twitch account is in the description. I should highlight more of our Twitch comments so that more people know that we have a Twitch account. Okay. Do you think Abdullah Samir's channel will be restored soon? Honestly, I was just wondering that today because it seems like it doesn't seem like there's that many people interested in having humans reviewing these things. I don't know. This is my first time experiencing it. I hope so. Guys, it's really scary if they could just do this without anybody to talk to. Because, again, a lot of people's livelihood is based on the work that they do on YouTube, right? So less important, not less important. Like people that do cat videos or dancing videos and cooking videos or workout videos, the topics that they speak about usually won't get to a situation like it will not trigger the algorithm. Like the keywords that they use it's never going to get to a situation where the algorithm is going to detect it as something bad movie. I mean, not never, but probably not, right? But then when we want to talk about things that actually influences people's lives, no matter what direction you are in and what your opinion is, then your entire livelihood could all of a sudden disappear because of the algorithm misfiring. And I have no idea how you could restore, like undo that. Like how long would it take? Because like, for example, not having monetization on your channel for 1 month, that could mean like, for some people, that means that they're not going to be able to pay their rent. Right? So this is making like activism very unstable. Like it means like people cannot talk about things that they won't need to be talking about. Right? They like YouTube like go back to talking about cats, I don't know, and memes and stuff like that. Like, we want to encourage people talking about, I mean, I don't have anything wrong. I mean, I consume workout videos and health videos, so I'm not saying those are bad, but we want to be able to encourage you to create an environment where it welcomes people discussing other things as well, like important things that influences people's lives, right? So I don't know. The short answer is I don't know. Sila saying, why America and UK are tolerating these Sharia pro-Muslims? Well, that's an entire live stream of its own, isn't it? Do you want me to do a live stream on that? We could do a live stream on that. I have so many live streams I need to do. But is there a short answer? I mean, tolerating people or tolerating their ideas. Okay, that short answer is I don't know what you mean, because people should be tolerated. Their ideas shouldn't be tolerated. Okay, so that's my short answer. I doubt YouTube will do anything for him. He'll probably have to take that strike as is. No, I really hope there's a way out, man. Terrell is saying, I agree. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat, Terrell. I should end this here. I keep you guys. Okay, it's hard to leave you guys. Okay, I'll read the last ones really fast. But thank you so much for the super chat, Terrell, saying, I agree, joking about repetitiveness of peace be upon for the Shiva Lingam. Show Shiva and Parvati in passionate lotus position and put Lingam rock in the back. Okay, Susanna, if you're watching this, can you take a note of this? Susanna, if you're watching this, thank you. Or if anybody else, who is editing our videos now, can you take a note of this and send it to Susanna? Thank you so much. Okay, hold on. Let me just do a few ones really quick. I'm going to do quick answers. Abhishek is saying, do you know about Babri Masjid case of India? Very close to, yes, to what CCP doing in China. Yes, I know about that. We covered it on the news, Atheist Republic News, a couple of times. Okay, so we did that. Go search for our videos on that. Hold on. Let me just do Luke's comment. Luke is saying, do you think movies, despite being mostly secular, have a problem addressing issues of religion, probably as opposed to other societal themes? Yes, because it's a hot topic, and they are not. I mean, the backlash could be huge, right? This is why Marvel is not touching Hindu goddesses and gods. Imagine all the entertainment that we would have access to if we could have it. Like, that would be amazing, right? Soha, do you want to be interviewed? Soha is welcome to be interviewed anytime she wishes. I think I already told her that. Yes, AJ is saying subscribe now, B word, and hit that mofo. Yes, exactly. Let me do this. I'm going to end this with a super chat. Okay, Marco is saying, unless there's a service like YouTube, but willing to deal with more delicate subjects, we are screwed, I'm afraid. Yes, unfortunately, all the other alternatives do not even have a fraction of the audience. So if you have to give up on YouTube, we're pretty screwed. Okay, so guys, please help us. Oh, Marco, thank you so much, and thank you so much for the €5 super chat. And actually, there is an alternative. Do you know what the alternative is? Subscribe to our newsletter. Subscribe to our newsletter. Link is in the description. If we ever get removed from this platform, I will email you all and let you know what the next steps are. Okay, so subscribe to our newsletter. Link in the description, so we could be in touch with all of you. Nobody could take that away from us. Nobody could take our newsletter subscription. We own that. Like, that's an ask. Like, even if we get removed from all platforms, if you are subscribed to our newsletter, wherever we upload our future videos, we'll just mail it to you. Okay, so just subscribe there, just in case something happens. Okay, subscribe. Okay, do it. Come on, do it. I said do it. Do it. This is not a request. This is not a request. Subscribe to our newsletter. Link in the description. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come on, do it. Hit the bell button. It's your dharma. Hit the bell button and then select all. It's your dharma, regardless of caste, outcast. I don't care. Dharma, it's your dharma. Hit the bell button. Do it. Do it now.